Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat at magandang hapon din sa aking fellow classmates who's aspiring to become a flight attendant, aeronautical engineer, pilot, astronaut, at iba pa. Today I am here, Sharmaine Salvador, together with my co-members, Bea Manalo Parce, Christine Joy Rodriguez, Erika Conde, Lilibeth Dela Cruz, Capalad, and Ysa Ann Rabino to present you the ways towards gaining the PHILSCAN brand. But before the discussions and activities, let us first play the PHILSCAN hymn. In becoming a PHILSCAN, we should remember the hymn not just by head but as well by heart. So hindi nyo lang siya dapat kabisaduhin pero dapat dibdibin nyo. So may impormasyon akong nais bahayag, bagamat ito ay na-discuss na before. Gusto ko lang kayong paalalahanan muli sa mga talentadong Pinoy na naglikha ng piyesang ito. The PHILSCAN hymn was composed by Lea G. Quinto and the lyrics are written by Cipriano S. Sonico. The hymn represents our university and the university is our pride as a student. Dapat lang na ipagmalaki at irespeto. Just like what the song says, O PHILSCAN dear, O PHILSCAN dear, our alma mater dear. PHILSCAN is our alma mater and we should give pride to it by singing its hymn. Okay, now before starting the discussion, let's have an activity first para naman magising ang ating mga diwa. At ngayon, wag na tayong magpatumpik-tumpik pa.
Celebrity love, celebrity
Thank God it's Friday. Isa na namang linggong patapos na at tayo makakapagpahinga ng muli. Sana all diba? At isa pa, this is a very special day dahil ito na ang ating huling sandali kasama ang ating mga ka-spell. Kaya let's make the most of our day today and let us now start the game. And now with the mechanics. So maglalabas kami ng statement, description, or information. Tapos, pupulaan nyo lang if it's fact or bluff na bluff. So dapat yung pagsagot nyo is ganon. Ganon yung tono. Kasi kapag hindi ganon, hindi yun makakonsider na accounted or magtatawag kami diba. So, hindi nyo yung go signal, yung go na word na go as my signal. And lagi yung tatandaan, give chance to others na kayo. Tutuin nyo naman yung iba, diba? And now, without further ado, let us start. So for the first question, a community is a place where individuals with common interests, characteristics, and culture lives in a common location and are not in unison. Is it a fact or a bluff? Go! Going once, twice. Open mic ko kayo.
Sagot kayo mga be. May pa-chika si Ysa. Wala nga akong chika siya.
Okay, so kung wala ako ang magtatawag. Okay, Miss Hershey, is it a fact or is it a bluff? Okay, bluff nga ba ang sagot? Please reveal. Tama! Bluff ang sagot. For the next question.
Salamat sa chikash be.
Being makatao means focusing on the truth, justice, freedom, love, and peace. Is it a fact or a bluff? Go! Fact nga ba ang tamang sagot? Let's see. Please reveal. Woo! Fact ang tamang sagot. May tama ka. Next. Makakalikasan involves in the conservation and development of our patrimony. Fact or bluff? Go! Okay. Ano ba talaga? Fact or bluff? Okay, tingnan natin kung sino mas tama. Fact or bluff? It is a fact! Sa mga nagsagot ng fact, tama kayo. Academe is the country and scholarly environment within an institution of higher education. Fact or bluff? Go! Oh, bluff? Tingnan natin if bluff is the right answer. Please reveal. Woo! Academe is a community, not a country. Kaya siya bluff. So for the next, maka-Diyos, makabayan, makabansa, makakalikasan, and makatao are the founding principles of a PHILSCAN. Is it a fact or bluff? Go! Fact nga ba ang tamang sagot? Please reveal. Woo! It is a fact! And for the last question, PHILSCANs are allowed to vandalize inside and outside the campus because the school told them to do so. Fact or bluff? Go! Tignan natin kung sino mas tama kung fact ba or bluff.
Tingnan natin sa ating fact. Ako bakit?
Okay, please reveal. It is bluff because vandalizing has been considered as an illegal act, might be within or outside the school premises. At ngayon, ito na talaga, sisimulan na namin ang aming pag-uulat. At para simulan, we're gonna introduce first the sets of topic we prepared. So these are who is a PHILSCAN, the founding principles of a PHILSCAN, makadiyos, makabayan, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa. PHILSCAN in the academe, PHILSCAN in the community, and PHILSCAN in the industry and globalized world. And now, let's proceed to our first reporter, Miss Capalad.
Who is PHILSCAN? The academic integrity of the school is maintained by PHILSCAN. It enables individuals to have an impact on others when it comes to building a foundation and relationship. They are also dedicated to their principles and goals, which leads to academic success and other achievements. Being mindful of everything like maintaining academic reputation is one of the most important. Through exerting respect for authority, ensuring that I'm aware of the significance of regulation are one of the examples. Discuss always dress appropriately for the reason that we are in school of professionals, and it means that we represent the school. Within the school and ground, each PHILSCAN is responsible for taking care of its fellow men. Lead and work together in brotherly relationship. And through recreation, social, and university events help PHILSCANs create relationship. Like for example, we share our skill and talents po, hindi lang sa school, kundi pati na rin sa aming mga bahay, pamilya, friends, at sa mga may encounter pa namin sa buhay because like in participating in school clubs po kasi will help us meet new people and assist us in discovering a new hobby which also make us enjoy our life in college. We PHILSCANs want to promote and expand our responsibility in excellent academic methods through providing encouragement and guidance to our peers and teachers. And here is Ysa Ann to introduce to you the founding principles of a PHILSCAN.
Next slide. Thank you, Ms. Capalad. So next is the founding principles of a PHILSCAN. So these founding principles is composed of four: the makadiyos, makatao, makabayan o makabansa, and makakalikasan. These four founding principles focuses on the promotion of the Filipino values that is embodied in the preamble of the 1987 Constitution. And as a people of this nation and as a PHILSCAN, we value this kind of values with respect in our nation and as well as in our school. May I call in Ms. Conde to explain the first founding principle?
Thank you, Miss Isa. So, let's define the first founding principle of PHILSCAN. Makadiyos, faith in Almighty. It means that on how we claim Jesus in our life because God becomes a refugee when we experience problems. Like pag may problems tayo na hindi na natin alam kung paano ito masusolusyonan, commonly, di ba, nasasabi na lang natin na bahala ng Diyos. Like doon na natin na-express yung pagiging makadiyos natin, yung pagtitiwala natin kay God. And also, we draw our strength from our faith. And next is expresses one's spiritual belief while respecting the spiritual belief of others. Because hindi lang naman yung pagiging makadiyos natin ay nababase sa pagdarasal natin. Dapat nire-respect din natin yung mga spiritual belief ng iba. Magkakaiba man tayo ng paniniwala o relihiyon, dapat alam pa din natin respetuhin ang bawat isa. Next is makatao, which focuses on truth, justice, freedom, love, and peace. So let's discuss bakit nga ba ito nakapokus sa limang ito. First is truth. As a student, dapat alam natin ang tama. We must stand up for truth because standing up for the truth creates a realization to ourselves. And ito yung nagbibigay confidence sa atin. That's why we must know our own word and know what you stand for. Next is justice. As a student, dapat maging fair tayo sa lahat, especially with the poor and powerless. We must give them what they deserve. Next is freedom. Dapat na ipapakita natin sa iba that they have freedom in life. Like freedom to speak, freedom to live where they want. A good Filipino assert his or her right, especially if it means being able to do the right thing. Next is love. Hindi lang naman sa relationship na ipaparamdam yung love or sa mga magjowa. Ang love kasi ay pwede mong maipadama ito kahit kanino. To your family, to your friends, to anyone, even though to your enemy. And lastly is peace. We must avoid violence and maintain a harmonious relationship with others. At school, at home, at work, in the community. Para maiwasan natin yung mga misunderstanding natin among our friends and our family members. So, may we call on the next reporter, Mrs. Bea. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Conde. So, for makabayan or makabansa, it includes the respect for law, the government of the Republic of the Philippines and its instruments, patriotism, promotion of common good, and building a just and humane society. Also, the unity in diversity. Bilang isang PhilSCAN, mahalaga ang pagkakaisa o pagkakabuklod ng bawat estudyante o mga tao kahit ano man ang diversity mo o pagkakaiba-iba. Magkakaroon ng respeto sa ating law o batas that our government implemented. Magkakaroon ng equality or justice ng bawat isa dahil lahat ng tao at estudyante ay pantay-pantay. Patriotism o pagpapakita ng kabayanihan o pagiging makabayan o makabansa. As a PhilSCAN, we can encourage our students to be patriotic by teaching them the internal cultural values of a country and symbols that signify it, such as its constitution, the flag, the national anthem, etc. Many people say that they believe in nationalism. And last, promoting the common good o pag-promote ng magagandang asal o pagtulong sa kapwa. Bilang isang PhilSCAN, maaari mo itong simulan sa pag-volunteer o di kaya pakilahok sa mga activities na sa tingin mo ay makakatulong pa sa iyong kapwa o bayan. Next po will be discussed by Ms. Parce.
Makakalikas. Care for the environment and utilize its resources. Involved in the conservation and development of our patrimony. Kakalikasan is the value in which we are taking good care of our environment and doing everything that we can to rescue, to regenerate, and protect our surroundings. It promotes to utilize, develop, and conserve our heritage and natural resources wisely. As a fiscal, we can help at different campaigns for the environment like proper bush segregation, recycling, or planting trees for some of the program. Having this future of looking after Mother Nature is essential for us because we are getting our different resources completely, and without it, humanity will perish. That is why loving and taking good care of Mother Nature is also considered as one of the core values of being a good citizen. Having or acquiring this trait is important because this will help an individual become a better person, not only to benefit the person acquiring the trait, but also the people surrounding that individual. That's all for the founding principle of PHILSCAN. We will call on the next reporter, Ms. Christina. Good day, everyone. I will be discussing academia. So, academic performance has always been associated to the evaluation test results, which are those corresponds to students' IQ and leaving aside other personal characteristics. When we say academics, it is the formalized and systematic approach to education, in where students represent their skill, expertise, and intelligence as the student, and proving themselves as well in the board exams and presenting the campus they are in. So, in 2012, PhilSCA was awarded by the Professional Regulation Commission, or PRC, as the #1 aeronautical school in the country, as it gained high percentage of board passers and for being top 1 in the PRC Aeronautical Engineering Board examination for almost 7 years in a row from 2004 until October 2012. So currently, PHILSCA is one of the top performing aeronautical engineering school in our country, and as an aviation school who performs well, it results many students pass licensure examinations. So next,
Sorry, naglalag.
next is the result of the 2018 Aeronautical Engineering Board exam. The Philippine State College of Aeronautics is the home of 8 out of 10 top examinees who garnered the highest rating, with Engineer Zandor Diogenes Ajo occupying the number one spot. The college for the fourth consecutive year is the alma mater of the top notchers. Also, PhilSCA for the second consecutive year posted the highest school rating with an overall performance of 72.73%, followed closely by Holy Angel University at 72%. And in 2019, the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC recognizes the top 10 examinees in 2019 who garnered the highest examination ratings in any of its administered licensure exam. It shows that 6 out of 10 examinees became a top notcher that represents PhilSCA. Next. November 2021 Aeronautical Engineering Licensure Examination result. The PRC announces that 108 out of 241 passed the Aeronautical Engineering Licensure Examination, in where top 10 includes 5 students of PhilSCA, which became as top 3, top 6, top 8, top 9, and top 10. 70% for the first timers, 65.15% for the overall PhilSCA average, and ranging on the national passing rate of 44.81%. So we can see how good and hardworking these students are, as they lead and represent the excellence of the school, and also it says that PhilSCA will lead the aviation industry in the Philippines with its graduates who are imbued with its core values: the patriotism, honesty, integrity, loyalty, courtesy, and amity. So these values are the guiding principles of PhilScanians in leading the global aviation industry. So next. So I will just give you this quote. A journey of 8,000 miles begins with a single step. So this saying means that before we can be successful in life, we need to have at least a little process. We must start by taking an action, because nothing becomes successful by just dreaming. So of course, you will make a way or effort for you to become what you really want to be. And nothing starts to be successful immediately. Just like top notchers in PhilSCA, most of them tried many times before passing and striving for their dream. It is a notion that however difficult a task is, you can complete it or you can achieve it if you first take an action and effort into it. So that's all, Sharmaine Salvador.
Thank you, Miss Christine. And now let's proceed to PhilSCA in the community. So, community. Its definition is abstract and can have varieties of meaning depending on the context. A community is diverse as it's composed of several types of people. So, kaya ko nga nasabi ito is because yung term na community, hindi lang siya fixed sa isang meaning. Pwede mo siyang ituring bilang group of people in one same location, or pwede rin namang group of people who's in the same institute, or pwede rin namang group of people with the same interest. However, despite its differences, pansin nyo ba, ang pagkakatulad nila is the word being in a group of people. Now, kasi ito yan eh. Anything that is more than two can be considered as a group of people. So, the moment na ipinanganak ka, you're already part of a community. Kasi nga, sa norms, ang pamilya is composed ng nanay, tatay, tas anak. So, parang ganoon nga, it's more than two. And a group of people is a community. So, I have heard somewhere na yung family is the origin and foundation of the community. Tapos, from there, it will expand and the community will grow. So, a family can extend into an extended family, classmates, high school classmates, or schoolmates rather. And the whole college institute, di ba? Tapos, if you were to expand pa this community, we can turn it into a whole neighborhood, city, rural, or urban areas, or what we call provinces, hanggang sa magiging buong bansa na. It's just that a community can keep on growing and expanding. Kaya nga sabi ko, it's very abstract, napakalawak. And you can define it depending on your context. So, ang nakalagay dito, we are different in race, skin color, gender identity, culture, ethnicity, but we're still the same. Kahit ako, kahit ako, ikaw, sila, tayo, kahit ano pang kulay mo, we are all part of one big community. Kasi kakasabi ko lang din kanina, a community is very diverse and it can composed of several types of people. You, and me, we are part of this one big community. Kahit ako, ikaw, sila, tayo. We aviation tourism students are part of one big community. Kasi, di ba nga, isa yung pinupursa nating major, which is aviation tourism. Thus, we're also part of the ILAS. And under the ILAS is where we can find our course, which is aviation tourism. So, what I am trying to point out here sa mga pinagsasabi ko is, a community can be little, small, or huge in amount. Basta, it's composed of a group of people. Now, community have many types and kinds, pero naglapag lang ako ng mga onte. And, onting examples kasi napakalawak talaga niya. So, first is, babasahin ko muna lahat bago ko explain. So, these are volunteers, religion, fandom, sports, fashion, and politics. Ito yung mga in-include ko. So, una, volunteers. Alam naman natin na yung mga volunteers is, from the word itself, volunteer. So, yung mga volunteer na nagdo-donate sa charities, or tumutulong sa mga mahirap, or kaya naman, nag-help with planting trees, and etc. Sa religion naman, the religion community can be composed of Muslims, Christians, INC, or Catholic. And fandom naman, ito yung group of people na may iisang interest na artista. And sa Korean community, meron silang, yung mga fandom may mga names. I mean, even the Western ones, they have a names. So, when it comes to sports, there are different types of community regarding or depending sa sports. It can be volleyball, basketball, golf, badminton. Yes, like that. And in terms of fashion, ito naman yung mga sikat na brands. It can belong into one community. Di ba nga kasi may tinatawag na mga runway, winter runway or spring. Tapos, yung mga famous brands like Gucci, Chanel, they're having their own runway depending sa season. So, nandun nakalagay yung fashion community. When in terms to politics, dito naman para sa akin, ito yung mga community na sumusuporta sa mga kandidato. Tulad nung sa iba, yung mga, hindi ko alam kung right term to, but mga apologies, mga kakampinks, mga ano pa ba, mga DDS, mga diluan, parang ganon. So, as you can see, sa dinami-rami na communities na present today, it can overlap with each other kasi nga, ang individual can belong into several types of community. So, nakikita niyo dito yung word na stop, set yourself as an example. So, itong segment na to, since community yung topic natin, and part din naman tayo no, ng community na to, can you give me an example kung saang community kayo belong? So, sisimulan ko muna sa sarili ko para magkaroon kayo ng idea. So, ito pwede itong from general to specific or specific to general. Kung anong gusto nyo. So, ako muna. Ako, I am part of the AvTour 16 community, yung section natin. Kasi we are a group of people and we take the same classes and we are all freshmen, first year. I am as well part of the Hataw Himpapawid community. Yung mga dancers na may talent or kaya hilig lang talaga yung pagsasayaw. Tayo. Part din tayo ng ILAS, nakakasabi ko na kanina. Tapos kapag ginawa ko pa, pinalawa ko pa, where are PHILSCans? PHILSCans are part of one big community kasi isa yung institute na pinapasukan natin. Tapos kapag ito, last na, pag pinapalaw ko pa, Filipino. We are part of the Filipino community kasi yun yung ethnicity natin, di ba? So, ganun lang siya. Sino pong pwede? Who wants to share kung saan community kayo belong? 1, 2. So, magtatawag ba ako? Okay, sige. Miss Ira, can you please share us kung saan community kayo belong kahit hindi siya related sa school?
Hello. Rinig ako.
Yes.
Ano na lang, for example lang, kasi since nabanggit mo naman, at ako lang for example is belong ako sa LGBTQ community. So, parang natatawag ko siyang community kasi group of people yun na may mga isa't sila paninindigan, gano'n na sila yung mga nakakatulong sa isa't isa. I don't know if it's correct.
I agree with you on that. So, thank you for reciting. Ngayon, tumungo naman tayo at mag-focus sa mga community and community assets within PHILSCA. So, a community asset or resource is anything that improves the quality of community life. This can be an infrastructure, facility, services, and etc. Now, kung syempre lahat naman tayo umattend sa mga orientation, tapos pinakita rin naman nila sa atin yung mga facilities sa PHILSCA. So, that can be an example of a community asset. So, muli nating balikan yung mga facilities na yun. Pero hindi naman natin tatapusin yung 10 minutes na to. Parang isis lang, mga 1 minute, yun ang papanoorin natin. At nagdalag. Ay, binlag. Okay, so nakita nyo naman na yung glimpse ng mga facilities ng PHILSCA. So, I think it's enough for you to understand. Wait. I think it's enough for you to understand what a community asset is. Now we're on a topic called NSTP. So, NSTP is the Republic Act 9163 that enabled the establishment of National Service Training Program for tertiary level students with an aim to promote civic consciousness among the youth and inculcate in them the spirit of nationalism and advance their involvement in public and civic affairs. So, NSTP is a degree course na required para tayo ay makagraduate. It is designed to develop the youth's physical, moral, spiritual, intellectual, and social well-being and to promote defense, preparedness, and ethics of service while undergoing training in any of its 3 program components. So, itong nasa gilid, ito yung 3 program components niya. These are ROTC, LTS, and CWTS. So, yung PHILSCA, they offer both ROTC and CWTS. Ngayon, unahin natin ang ROTC. So, hindi ko na kailangan basahin. Pero, ROTC is a military education and training for students. PHILSCA offers ROTC to students to prepare them to serve the country and community and to also prepare them for the possible enlistment in AFP or armed forces in the Philippines. So, ito naman, hindi naman sila automatically na may enlist sa AFP. I think it's voluntary or if anyone wants to take the opportunity lang. So, ang pagkakalam ko meron dito mga ROTC students, kung pwede lang, i-share nyo nga yung mga pinapag-aralan or activities nyo within ROTC. Kahit part ng group namin or to my co-members if you're taking ROTC.
Si Hershey, ROTC, nag-ROTC siya.
Hershey, can you please share kung anong mga activities?
Ano po yung ma'am?
Kung ano yung mga ginagawa nyo lang sa ROTC or pinapag-aralan. Yun lang. Sa ROTC.
Dito ako mag-YouTube and also paano i-protect yung sarili and mga different kinds ng course na sa army, ganun. Ayun lang po, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Ngayon tumungo naman tayo sa CWTS. So, CWTS gives importance on the youth participation through developing students, community development workers. At saka sa CWTS, bagay rin dito yung mga students na gustong mag-pursue ng public servant. Kasi more on kawang gawate and mas direct yung interaction sa community. So, its various components are specially designed to enhance the youth's active contribution to the general welfare. I mean, CWTS and ROTC both have the same importance and significance sa ating pag-aaral and pagtatapos sa college. Now, doon naman tayo sa mga bagay na nako-contribute ng PHILSCAn in the community. So, this can be within and outside the university. At ngayon, itong nasa screen, this one is an example of that. So, habang nag-scroll ako sa feed ko, bigla ko tong nakita. You know, AMT student organization from PHILSCAN donated to the refugees of the Bagyong Odette. And, syempre as a PHILSCAN, di ba, sobrang mapaproud ka na lang talaga. Other than being skilled, talented, PHILSCANs are also very kind-hearted. At, yan, isa lang yan sa mga maraming nagawa ng isang PHILSCAN. And now, let's move on to our last reporter, Miss Lilibeth. At nawala si Lilibeth.
Thank you, Ms. Sharmaine. So, PHILSCA in the industry and globalized world. PHILSCA guarantee that they cultivate students' readiness into world-class professionals in the aviation industry. PHILSCA was top in the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC Aeronautical Engineering Board examination from 2004 to 2019. So, through PHILSCA, students becomes more globally competitive in the field of aeronautical and aviation. Kahit hindi na rin nakakapagtaka kung bakit naturingang top school ang ating PHILSCA there sa field ng aeronautics. So, next slide please. So as you can see, PHILSCA was awarded plaque of recognition by the Professional Regulation Commission (PRC) and Professional Regulatory Board of Aeronautical Engineering for being the top performing school in the Aeronautical Engineer Licensure examination. So next slide please. Sharmaine, next slide. Thank you. And nasa presentation na makikita nyo, may two women dyan. Si Miss Shane Buhat. Actually, ano na siya, Mrs. Shane Buhat Harales. She took air traffic control and the other one, the right side, is Allen Magadya. She took aeronautical engineering, but surprisingly, they serve passengers as flight attendants of Cebu Pacific Airline. So they share the same passion and heart in serving the passengers. So another is we have Mr. Mark Kennedy Batugon. He is a collegiate winner. His invention is Bilisil. So kung hindi ko lang sure kung alam niyo na siya, next invention is PHILSCAn, a sealant for aircraft integral fuel tank, which is made from the waste of a natural tree resin. He also participates in an international competition. So, yung mga graduates natin, yung mga alumni ng PHILSCAn, are commonly na-hire sa mga airlines na to, katulad ng Philippine Airlines, Air Asia, Cebu Pacific, Manila International Airport, Lufthansa Technique, and the likes. So, makikita natin na talaga, yung pagiging competitive ng PHILSCAn is nasa showcase ngayon both locally and internationally. So, and that's my report. I want to leave you a quote. Your logo is not your brand, but rather, with PHILSCANs can be perceived by others through upholding the values and the culture of our alma mater, and by showing a great passion and integrity in doing things as well as serving people. So, thank you.
So, thank you po for cooperating. Tapos na ang aming report.
Thank you po.
Thank you po sa mga nag-participate po.
Meron kayong plus 100 sa langit.
Thank you sa mga pumasok.
Thank you.
Guys, narinig yung pangalan. Bye. Bye-bye.